Arachnoid Sentry could also go in that slot. We'll keep playing out to see how much, you know, how common this mirror is going to be. I like the nuance of this deck for sure. We got Zonite Urchin. We're attacking on evens. We'll keep Sion. Zonite Urchin to cycle Fallen Raider. Yeah. Yeah, this deck's not trying to be aggro. We're trying to be a bit more mid-range. So if we go up against a more aggressive variant, it's no wonder that we end up losing out there. Because our draw was very slow compared to the opponent. I'm going to pass. Because there's a chance that they prank and then play a 2-drop. And I might not be able to respond. Pranking actually doesn't really matter too much against my deck, ironically. Because anything that gets its cost increased where I can't play it, I can just discard it. Maybe I am supposed to attack because of Make It Rain. But it's no fizz, so I'm wondering if this is just like a prank control, if they aren't going like all in on the elusive stuff. Damn. -2 health? That's... Again, that's actually not that bad. Interesting. I would take one more damage in order to take this off of the board. I guess they figure that because of the vulnerable, they just kill it whenever they want. With like the Otterpuss. So we get an extra, we get one less damage there. And this is like a slower turn. Maybe we can get away with Lady of Blood. Ah, red card. Cool, cool, cool. We have Get Excited for the TF, but maybe I just don't care. We can use Get Excited to discard Sion, and then we get a Fleeting Sion, which gives more Overwhelm. Do Grave Physician. So we get Overwhelm on our Fearsome. And again, you could open attack there, but because of like Make It Rain and stuff, there's really no need. The Make It Rain is like such a high chance of connecting here. Oh, Pokey Stick. Okay. Yeah, we're chilling. With Hidden Pathways, they could level the Twisted Fate. So I think I'm just going to Get Excited the TF. I should have done that in the middle of combat. We get more damage off of Overwhelm Lady of Blood. Even though I cut down to 1 copy, I drew her anyway. I'm like destined to always have Lady of Blood in my hand. Yeah. I was wondering if Pokey Stick or Make It Rain was going to be the way. Oh, they have second Twisted Fate. That's rough. Now, this creates a fleeting copy of the discarded unit, but it's not an exact copy. So if I cycle the Iron Ballista with Zonite Urchin, I should get a fresh one that I can just summon. Yes. So we get a fresh and clean, well-oiled Iron Ballista that's no longer pranked. They've got Twisted Fate in place, so we don't have to worry about gold card stopping our Sion. Yeah, so Lady of Blood, like in situations like this where we're kind of thin on hand, Lady in Blood letting us just discard normal units is very, very good. I think we hold these back. Let me see. We've got 14 damage in Overwhelm, 16 damage in Overwhelm. No, we just attack with everything. Oh, yeah, that's right. We didn't need to discard the Fleeting Sion. Ew, the Make It Rain hit. Yeah, they had to Make It Rain. It was only a matter of time before we actually hit it. And if this Sion dies, we rally, so... The Sion was going to leave our hand anyway, but we just wanted a, discard a card to draw a unit. We have to discard Roar of the Slayer? No, I don't think it matters. They need Mini-Morph to stop Sion, so we actually want to keep this Sion in case he does get Mini-Morphed. We can discard Survival Skills, maybe? We can use Time Winder for that. If they attack, we block with Sion. Yeah, so they just attack with the Zap Spray Fin. It's like, it doesn't matter. So I guess I'll just cycle the Survival Skills. Just draw a card. Like, it's very specifically Mini-Morph that stops me. Double Pilfered Goods. They're going to try to level up Twisted Fate. So now we've got Boom Baboon into Time Winder. So rip, no Twisted Fate level up. And whatever cards they got off of me definitely were not going to be useful to them. Discarding Sion rarely matters. Like to give Overwhelm. A lot of your like big things have Overwhelm already or Quick Attack or whatever. We'll see how we do against this list. It's going to be a lot of removal, and in my experience, if you can't get on board, you kind of lose. We're attacking on odds, so having Sion isn't that big a deal for our opening hand. I think we just want more tempo. Get Excited hits Ezreal. No, I want discard fodder. I want stuff I can cycle with Zonite Urchin and some treasure. Here we go. A more control deck would be awesome, but this game's more and more aggro base. Yeah. It's honestly, it's like the game has added cards that have just, you know, it's made attacking better and better, and control just hasn't caught up with the ability to stop things from attacking you. So no go hard in the opening hand. I'm just going to play the 2/2 because if we attack, we still get caught by like Vile Feast and stuff. Yeah, see? So it's better to just summon the 2/2 here. I can attack to clear the 1/1, and then it opens up Go Hard or a second Vile Feast to kill my 2/2. We're chilling. We've got Salt and Stitches to a nice open attack here. Actually, no. Salt and Stitches ain't that good right now. If I hit this Time Winder, it could be very strong. We'll put Survival Skills on our 4/2. Yeah, the game just becomes more and more aggro. It's like when aggro becomes super prominent, like control is supposed to show up and punish it, but the style of aggro decks that we have just have their stats are too good on average for control to keep up. Targon was a control deck, but not really. Not in like the way that a lot of control players like to play control, where they're removing their opponent's stuff. Yeah, see, they had second Vile Feast. Because I wanted to go for Salt and Stitches and go wide, but I don't want the Reborn Grenadier just to get chumped by a spider. So we'll just get these Revenants going. Triple Lost Soul is a bit of a brick, but Yeah, like 1-drops and 2-drops, their stat lines have just gotten ridiculous. That always seems to be the case. Is like 1-drop creep. So weird they didn't block the 2-1. I guess they have Withering Wail or something. And that's what makes Catalog good, kids. Is you Withering Wail and then you get a fleeting Withering Wail for the next round. I can't believe players thought this card was bad. This is a card that immediately tells you that it's good. It's really hard to believe. So they've got Withering Mists is what the card they're going to get next round. So we would get punished by developing against the Withering Mists. So we can do this instead.
Rise again, my child. Let me see.
Risen Mist is slow speed, which is why we're doing this to attack quickly. Oh, there's a chance they do get Vile Feast back. That's true. And they have Mystic Shot. I think we kind of made it over the hump.
Time for a true display of skill.
If they get a fleeting card back, isn't it? It's not open. It's not an open card. Yeah, so they got Vile Feast. So it's safe for us to develop Draven and the Risen Rider here. And we've got Get Excited for the Ezreal, who's at 5 out of 6. So that was a mistake. I should have played Risen Rider first. Oh, they did get Withering Mist back. Okay. Yeah, so the fleeting card they get isn't open because it's one of whatever they cast last round. So last round, now they have a Mystic Shot. We've got Get Excited, and they would need to cast a spell to level up the Ezreal. And then the Get Excited wouldn't connect. Because he levels up when you target. So I should have killed Ezreal last round. Okay. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7. Still have to get Excited available. Yeah, very smart. Yeah, they've got the Mystic Shot from Catalog and then the Mystic Shot from this Ezreal. Maybe it's best to just develop and just hit him then. Because they're just going to get a bunch of Mystic Shots back. 3 HP feels pretty decent versus what they're doing. Okay. The Get Excited is probably going to go face. Yeah, the long-term value is huge. Like, you only need Catalog to get you, like, 1 spell back and you're fine. And the big... It loops back to what we were talking about earlier. The big issue with removal was that there wasn't enough. It wasn't lining up well. So when you double up the amount of removal you have and you increase the density of removal the control decks have, they're able to keep up a lot better. So now it's not, oh, I only have room in my deck for 2 copies of Withering Wail or 3. Suddenly you're casting 4 Withering Wails like over and over and over again. And because your opponent like knows what removal you have, the removal becomes even better when you're able to layer it and stack it like that. Yeah. 2 mana Thermo, yeah. They're setting up Whale. They have Mystic Shot. Got Sion. Excellent top deck. Is Catalog going to make control viable? It'll make it more viable. The thing is that this deck might still die to, like, really, really aggressive strategies. Or Aurelia Azir. Like, Catalog I don't think helps you too much. Catalog against Aurelia Azir is actually quite good because Aurelia Azir gets wiped by the box. And so, if you Catalog into the box and then you get another copy of the box, your opponent, like, just has to take a turn off, right? And so when you force Aurelia Azir to not do anything for a round because they know you have a fleeting copy of the box in hand, it probably buys you so much extra time. I could see this, literally this card carving a niche for this deck. And in P&Z, you can run Get Excited to discard your other copies of Catalog. This is one of the few landmarks that it kind of feels worth it to remove, I will say. So we could see, like, counter control, like TF Swain could be very good against a deck like this because you can Scorched Earth the Catalog. And if they are relying on piecemeal damage-based removal and they don't have...
Let's do this.
We're going to do this because we're assuming these die to Whale and we want to force the Ezreal to block.
No sweat. You're between me and glory.
That was Riot's intention when they've been slowly, like, tuning down Aurelia Azir over the last few patches that we got. They weren't trying to nerf Aurelia Azir per se. They were trying to slow it down. Yeah, I think maybe they built that deck with a bit too much. Oh, it's Sir Turmund. Why are you platinum? Get away from me. Sir Turmund gate kept me from Masters last season when I was climbing. He was playing this memey Fallen Feline Lulu Karma thing where you get the Hex Shards, the Hexite Crystals, and then you just destroy your opponent's board and then win. And it felt like it had something going for it. So versus Nami Poppy. We're attacking on evens. I don't know if the game's going to go long enough for me to have Sion in hand. Time Winder is going to be good versus potential Kelt Maiden stuff. He was memeing for his birthday. It was like a viewer deck, Excel. We can discard Sion if we keep him, but very rarely do you want to do that. Risen Rider is going to be pretty strong, though. One interesting thing about the new expansion is, like, learning matchups. Like, do I attack here? They're trading there because they think my deck is a bit more aggressive than it actually is. Yordle Squire, probably to give this plus attack. We need Get Excited for Poppy.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we're just chilling. Big chilling. If we can keep their board under control, like the Poppy and the Nami doesn't become as good. So if we put in enough effort to attack and force them to trade, then we're good. I probably even should have sacrificed the Boom Baboon to the 2-1 there. If we keep the 3-1 up, then it threatens Poppy if it gets played on curve with the axes. So I think we're kind of just okay. Salt and Stitches is going to be a ridiculous open attack next round. Yep, Tiny Spear, I thought as much. A lot of spells in that deck, Mercy. Oh god, +2 cost spinning axe. Would axing Draven for a level XP into Sion for Overwhelm be a good play? I think you could. I think you could axe the Draven. I'm just going to keep the Sion, though. The early Overwhelm damage doesn't matter too much. Because if I'm attacking on odds, then maybe I discard the Sion if I draw it. But I can just keep it and play it on curve. Because I'm attacking on odds and I can just play him on 7 and boom. We're off to the races. So it's Burblefish. It's already at 1? Damn, okay. We need to get value out of this Time Winder before it's too late. Oh, what a good pull. What a good pull. You've been warned. Yeah, that's too bad. They pranked my Salt and Stitches as well. I didn't even notice that. It's messed up. That's really messed up. I'm actually furious right now. We're going to kill these before Nami comes through. They could have gotten Purple Berry Shake. Exactly. If you draw 2 copies of Sion, definitely discard 1. Start cycling. Start getting that energy through.
So 10 stitches to awaken the blood within.
But today is not the day I get burble fished. Y'all got me y'all got me. Actually, no, we do want to pull the 1/1 here. I can axe the Flame Chomper if I want, but just gonna save it. My opponent sees the axes, the Salt and Stitches, and the Boom Baboon. Man, my opponent knows like my whole hand, all these damn Otterpusses. Get excited, nice. Hits Poppy. They get another prank off of Kelp Maidens. What's this thing do again? Every 2 spells you play in a round, grant other allies +1/+1. Yeah, so you are gonna die. No stress defense. Also really unlucky, no Nami or Poppy. They high rolled the Burble Fishes, but this deck doesn't care about prank that much.